From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Sports, technics, you name it, this crowd is ready. As their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season is behind gear. We go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Second down. And Howard, it was a 4-yard run, so the offensive defender feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And right away, he lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Pollard. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
No, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tannehill on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Washington nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 now.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Fourth down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll make it third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The throw over the middle taken in. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
5 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Forced out to his left, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
6-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. His short throw caught by Goddard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Dallas Goedert.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And taken at the 46. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
43-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Herbert finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On 4th down, Herbert, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of
Give them 32 on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st
and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Herbert. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry. Switch.
Now here's Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 19 right. No street. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike's by 4. You better be afraid of me.
They snap it to Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Switch out.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. But no reason not to. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10. Come on, bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Miami, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
add one more loss to the column. That drops them